Well, here we are, shop party. Doug, Matt, Chantel, Doug's boy. We got all the cars out front. But we're making progress on this. From the bottom side, everything's bolted up. We got one cross member to put in.
Well, there's some.
You probably won't be able to see much. But we got this guy left to put up. We got this center support in. And we got drive shaft and stuff left under here. We'll get to that. Bolt the exhaust up. We're going to try to get everything from the bottom side done. And then we'll work on the top side. Power steering pump's back on. A little bit at a time. We're getting there. Well, here's brother Matt down here.
Trying to put on a U-joint cap.
Looking for miracle and hopes and dreams under the back of the car here.
All I'm trying to do is put on a U-joint cap. My lip cloths keep popping.
I tell you what, this nice concrete floor is nice and cool and comfortable.
Alright, now that I've got that, we have to pull that drive shaft to the forward. To the forward. So I can get this stuff happening.
That's right.
It goes in the square hole. Oh, there's our U-joint strap right there.
All right. Needed that.
Oh, my arm's on top of it. You want to pull out the... There we go. Oh, that has a carrier bearing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Daddy. Help
Ready?
Me. Yep. Ha! Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
And there's a wire. That's cool.
Let me try and pull it from the front.
All right.
Can you hit it from the back? Can you hit it from the front?
Can you guys tell this thing sat in a farm field? There's more hay and grass and whatnot under it than my yard has right now because of the drought.
I'm surprised the Chinese haven't come over and offered to buy the farm field underneath this thing.
Not for sale. Oh, there she goes.
Hold on. Alright, put it in. If you can. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm getting too crazy. Got stuff in there. There we go. Woo!
There it is.
Oh,
With you guys as our witness. Now brother Matt will come back here and
yeah.
figure out things in life and whatnot.
Need to probably get a 7/16.
Here he is.
Does this thing have like a 4-link setup underneath of it, kind of ish?
Yeah, that's the 1961 version of it.
Oh, I can't get my ape hanger over around. Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay. That one's threaded. I found another knot right there I'm going to use for the top one. The first one went on so easy a caveman could have done it.
I'm offended.
Offended.
There it goes. 6.5 hours later. Alright, those are threaded.
Alright. My toin.
Okay.
Where's the... Oh, I don't know if that's threaded or not, but...
It feels like it's on there
There's
somewhere.
the top one. Top one went on. Oh, I just accidentally took that one off. Oh! Oopsie.
Well, you suppose that's a wrap on today?
I think so. I'm about whooped.
Whooped. Ain't even the word for it. All right, well, that's gonna finish today. Good progress. Engine's in the car finally, thank the Lord. Everything's done on the bottom side for the most part. And tomorrow, we'll get back on it. See you then. Well, here we are, Saturday morning. Back at it. Brother Matt's bringing, excuse me. Woo! Brother Matt's bringing in some jacks.
That's right.
So we can get the back of that thing up. And we've got training lines to do. Got to put the new ones in. And some bracing, a couple braces, one brace, a couple bolts is what I mean. And a couple other trinkets underneath. And then we'll be up here on the top side. Hopefully, with a little luck, we'll get this thing popped off today. So we'll kind of bring you along as we go here. And we're gonna start the morning on our backs under the car. Great. Up we go. Find somewhere to throw these jacks under here. Suppose could probably put them under the pinch bulbs. I don't really want to.
And you got room to put them under the axle?
Yeah, I'll put them. Can you go up another pump or three?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
There's that one. Whew. Throwed that one on the other side. This thing's so filthy underneath. Hey, look at that. It's got a fuel tank drain plug in it.
It has a fuel tank drain?
Yeah.
Huh. Well.
I'll be dipped. Never seen that before.
Well, there's one click on that.
Here, you want me to raise it up a little more so you can get the
Yeah.
same?
Darn stitch, darn stitch. There's another click. There's another one. One more. There we go. That's enough.
All right. Coming down?
Yep. Jesus.
How's everybody looking?
Okay.
Huh?
Looks okay to me. Can't tell me this thing don't weigh 14 ton.
Well, we don't call her LIl Debby for nothing. All right.
Now it's the perfect height for leaning on. I can pretend like I'm having a thought.
I don't think we have thoughts here at the whole project.
That's for sure.
All right, well, let's get under here and get this carrier bearing and these other bolts in
Yeah.
for that bracket.
Yeah.
Had to make a parts run already this morning. Got vacuum hose, power steering return line, throw that up here.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's that. All right, well, we're gonna get underneath this thing and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, let's take you on a tour and we'll show you what's kicked our ass for an hour. This brace right here runs across. Obviously this is an X-frame car, and these braces, they like to twist and get out of sorts. There's 3 bolts on them, top, left, and right, and you got to get them fit in between the X-frame and then twist them all around to get the holes to line up, and it sucks. It's terrible. Same with this one here. Complete pain in the ass. Yesterday it beat us up for probably a good hour and a half, but that's in. Shift linkages are hooked up right here, and drive shaft's in, and the carrier bearing right here is all bolted down, so that's done. We're gonna wait on hooking the e-brake up. We just got to put this bracket on here, but I think it's got a little bit of tension on it. I'm not sure if we want to hook the e-brake up on it yet or not. We'll visit that here in a bit. And then we're coming up here to put the motor mount bolts in, and they go through, I can't see it because I'm laying weird. They go through here, if you can see up in there, and they get these great big washers that go over the stud, and then the nut goes against this. So we'll get those done, and then it'll be on to replacing those rubber fuel lines and putting the new transmission lines in. So we're gonna keep at it. What are we doing down here, Mr.? Oh.
Well, just trying to do wire repair. You can't get the solder to melt.
Oh. Well, what the hell?
I mean, I guess it kind of looks melted.
You give her the old pull test.
Yeah, could.
Doing some wiring repair down here that I should have done 8 months ago. And fighting with getting the transmission lines out so we can replace them. That we should have done before we put it in the car. So we're batting 1,000.
Hindsight's 20/20.
So yeah, we'll just keep rolling. And we'll keep you updated.
Melt anytime now?
What you doing over there?
Trying to take a nap and this thing interrupts me.
Well, still making progress. Slow progress. Everything has beat us up today. But I believe everything on the bottom side of the car is done. And now we are working on the new tranny lines. They are in the transmission down below. Working on routing and getting things lined up here on the radiator. These are from inline tube and beautiful quality. We're just trying to get the routing figured out here and get them set up correctly. Otherwise, hasn't been a whole lot to show you guys. So we had the camera off and the music going for a while here. Just kind of ripping and tearing, doing our thing. And when there's important updates, we try to turn off the music and turn the camera back on. So here's where we're at. Making progress. Radiator's in, obviously, so we can fit these tranny lines up. And then it'll be starting to put together the belts and AC and all that stuff. And get the engine back in time to drop the distributor and all that, work on the carb, figure out where all these random vacuum lines and stuff that's as brittle as, what's Vice Grip say, Bob Barker's back. Yep, so here we are, Saturday afternoon. Feels like it's about 5 o'clock already. But we're going. All right, well, here we are back down here I got some updates. Training lines that we were messing with down there, turned out one of them was too long. Couldn't get it to work. And after looking at the diagram, what inline tube showed for 61 Cadillac, bunch of commotion out here. It showed the transmission line going into the radiator up here. It does not. It goes down next to the lower radiator hose right over here. So that piece was too long, and what I did to modify it was I added an extra bend to take up some of that. So there was just kind of a 90 on the end like this one. They'll be close. So we're gonna try that, see how that works out, and get those hooked up down there, and then reconvene with all this fun stuff up here. So without further ado, let's see if we can make that fit where it's supposed to. We're gonna start with this portion of it down here. Oh. And see if we can get that threaded. Like so. And then this end, just make sure that's not, well, it's got a kink in it. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I don't like how that hose is bent. You can kind of see how that's routed right there. I don't like that. So let's take that back off. I'm wondering if these lines need to be up here further. Have to address that because I feel like they should be up here a little bit farther, and that would give us more room to do this. So we're gonna fool around here a bit and be right back. All right, well, here's where we're at. I don't like it a whole lot. This line here is not too bad, but the one that swoops down and under that line is not. It's a little bit crushed, and come to find out, this line is about 1.5 to 2 inches too long as well. So it's gonna be what it is for now, and we'll address that when it burns the transmission up. Fuel lines run, so now I'm gonna start working on the AC here and figure out where we're gonna get that set up at. Scratch up all my nice paint. Just can't have nothing nice around here. There's those two. That guy. That one. This should sit in front like that. Maybe let's start up here. That one goes there. Put this guy back here. Get that one started there, and should line right up there. Keyword should. Okay, there that one is. So that wire is probably gonna get tucked in there. And then this little bracket here should go on the back of the compressor and hook up to the good Lord. People, I swear. Idiots. All right, so that's bolted up where it needs to be. Generator bolts to this ear, and then I believe this bracket hangs off the back and bolts to the back side of this. But we have a broken wire here. And the rest of our wiring down there we need to have a look-see at. Wherever it just fell to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we need to fix that wire. So let me fix this wire here, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, that's fixed. So now we just got to figure out we've got this little condenser too that goes on there under the wires. So let me research, figure out which wire goes where. Mystery solved. Holy smokes. You can tell it's Friday night. Anyway, the bracket is actually the piece that's on top of the manifold that it bolts to. The front and the back. I don't know if you guys can see it down there. Maybe not. It's like right here. Yep. Found it. And then the other one in the front. Right there.
You'll have to excuse my friend. The town is back that way.
All right, so now that that mystery is solved, here's the 2 bolts used to mount it to that bracket. And there's one for Matt.
Ooh. There. Oh. I think it went. Yeah. I think I'm threaded.
Okay. Let me try this back one here. Thank the Lord these aren't fine thread.
Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, fine thread's fine. But for crying out loud. Whew, that sun coming through that thing could cook a egg.
It's warm. Here you go.
Oh, someone just went and bought a brand new golfing cart out there on the his whizzle.
Got a brand new Bronco parked right outside. Friday night struggle. All right, well, Matt's over there working on that. We finally got the generator in.
Yeah, just a small mishap.
Yeah, feels like midnight now. I'm gonna work on getting that fit up, which just slams right against our transmission lines, so that's pretty cool.
It's all good.
My phone has rang 875,000 times today, so that's pretty cool.
Rounding error. Rounding up, I meant. Rounding down. Down is the word I'm looking for. Heard a couple of really good ghost songs on my way up here.
Did ya?
Mm-hmm. There's Party Rock Anthem. Party in the house tonight. Here, why don't you give me one and I'll let you hold it for me.
So you don't have to watch me struggle?
Yeah.
I hear a golf cart.
Oh, I think that, I don't know. That might be in there. It might not be. It might be cross-threading. But as they say, cross threads
Are better than no threads.
I have a pretty good dew coming off my forehead. Ooh! Where's that at? Monticello?
Springvale.
Whoa.
Sprangville.
Excuse me. Oh, I see them now. They're where the Jeepers creepers. You gotta take the, literally have to take the fan off to get to the bolt holes.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
All right, well, another 12 hours later, fan shroud's in. There's two bottom ones down here. You gotta have the fan basically out to get them. So we'll try to get this fan in here now and keep on rolling. All right, well, that's together.
It is a 13.
Get the bolts tightened up with a 13 millimeter here.
Yeah.
Because they're, you know, everything on this car is metric.
They were doing metric back before the Asians were.
Well, the Americans had to make the system complicated with fractions.
Yeah. We're gonna count by 12s. Everybody else can count by 10s.
Yep. How are we looking
How
there?
does that even make sense?
Well,
Like count by 12s and then 1/16 of an inch. I mean, clearly that's, I mean, okay. For us.
except for I grew up in the automotive world on metric. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up tonight. It's Friday night. We're gonna go see some tractor pulls. Here's where we're at. Accessories, back in, belts are on, hubs on, fan and shroud are in, training lines are done. So tomorrow, all we should have is some hoses, carb distributors, plug wires, and some other oddsy-endsy little random things, and should be ready to start, hopefully. Tomorrow's the big day. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow.
For the Chevy Love fans out there, come on!
Take two. opens the door.
No bueno.
Let's hear it, Alice fans. Let's go. Give him a round. Help him out.
Come on now. God damn.
Well, good morning. Saturday. Here we are, back down here.
Hello.
Me and brother Matt. We're gonna fire this hog up today. Yep, it's about time. So, what we have to do, we've got power steering line to return line to replace. We've got the carb to put on. We've got to put the engine back in time and drop the distributor and get it set. We've got some gauges to wire in so we can check our vitals as we're doing the first start. We've got fueling lines and filter to run to the carb. Think of anything else?
Radiator hoses.
Radiator hoses. Fill it with water.
Water. High power H2O.
Pull power steering fluid in it. Training fluid. Put oil in the engine. Yeah.
Dump that oil right on down here.
Nope. It doesn't go in the square hole.
Right on in here.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So let's start with that. Let's get oil in it. We've got our Driven BR30 5W30 break-in oil.
BR549.
And this stuff is wonderful.
Carefully. Careful, careful. Oh. Oh! Got the drain plug in down below. Never have understood how folks in their cars never liked the CVT transmission because they never shifted. But they'll go ahead and Joe Montana.
Nope.
They'll go ahead and drive one of them side-by-sides around all day long. Sports talk football.
Get our number one pulled out of here. And so we can set the engine in time. All right, the engine is set where it needs to be. So we're gonna try to get this distributor dropped in. Oh, don't tell me I got it on the first shot. All right, so after that struggle, you can see the rotor, hopefully, is pointing towards the back. Might be just a little tiny bit advanced.
It's okay.
Which is where we want it. And we're on 10 degrees advanced on the crank. Everything is meshed. All right, so when you put your cap on, you know where your rotor is at. So when you set your cap, this is gonna be number one because it's rotating this way. So we are just before number one, which would be 10 degrees advanced. So this would be number one plug. 1357, or sorry, 18436572. And then your coil wire.
I don't know what firing order you're
It was a made up one. So this one straight back here is number one.
All right. Hi guys, it's me. All right, so, well, Bob goes ahead and messes around with that fuel line. Puts the fuel filter on, messes with the little itty bitty hose clamps and tries to find a 5/16 to screw them down. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through this. It's gonna be a short walk, so you can wear flip-flops if you want to. We've got our distributor in now. Got the hold down clamp on. We got our coil over there. When's the last time you seen one of them, huh? Pretty cool. We're just having a good time. Power steering pump, air conditioning, generator over there on the other side. Let's go take a peek at it. There it is. So anyway, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is trying to figure out what belt goes where on this thing, because you got a small, a medium, and a large, and they don't go in that particular order. So you know, it's just how it is. You got to swap them around and find out which is right.
They're about as hard to put on as it is to find a knife in this place. About ready to just gnaw this thing off with my teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's him. The one and only. So what else do you guys want to know about? Got ourselves some vacuum hose, various sizes. We got to put our heater hoses on still.
Oh yeah.
That ought to be kind of fun. They kind of snake underneath of the intake manifold over there, but you know, they don't have to. This is a free world, so you can just go ahead and toss them up on the intake manifold if you wanted to. So anyway, we're gonna wire in the vital idles over here. Got our plastic hose. Oh yeah, we're gonna use it. And probably not gonna hook up the water gauge. Definitely not gonna hook up the volt gauge. Oil pressure gauge for sure. I don't know who drove a high-speed tractor by here, but you know, that was probably just a Cummins. I'm sorry. Where did I get the high-speed tractor from? Anyway. Yeah, we did go to the tractor pulls last night. They were fun. Got all sorts of things going on in the small town. So
not as fun as trying to find a knife.
There he is. He's still struggling. I told you. We're just gonna sit here and watch.
It'll be 8 o'clock tonight by the time I get this thing put together.
And crack open a couple of cold ones, and that probably still won't be enough by the time he's done. So
you probably need a whole case by the time I find.
All right, I'm gonna put you down. I mean, I'm gonna set you over here. We're not gonna put anybody down. So it's a positive channel. We aren't gonna do any put downs, cop outs, knock down, drag outs. We ain't doing nothing. As you can tell, because we're we've got this caddy. We ain't doing nothing. Hey, there's the knife.
Great success.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
All right, making progress. Power steering return line complete.
Upper radiator hoses.
Upper radiator hose is on.
Lower one's on.
Lower one's on. Matt's putting the carb on. Got our oil sending unit socket, so we can pull that sending unit and hook the gauge up. We got to go through and tighten the plugs back down and then put the wires on. And get the clicky clacky hooked up.
Yep, the old Farmer Barn special.
And we'll be dang close to ripping this baby off.
Oh, easy rod.
Go ahead and
I always make sure that I over tighten the base on these, so that way, you know, snap it clean off.
Jesus, Bob.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten that out of there by hand.
Did I bench press that thing in there? Oh, we gotta get heater hoses done too.
I know.
Been dreading those since October of last year.
Yeah. You know the best thing to do about a project that I don't want to do?
Don't do it.
Sit there and talk about it.
Will you hook me up with some fittings and whatnot for the oil sender?
Sure, I'll send you the sender. Not the nylon hose! Don't worry, folks, this is only temporary.
Indeed it is.
There's nothing more permanent than temporary wiring. Did I ever tell you about the time that I had one of these oil pressure sending units rigged up in the old Monte Carlo? And I was busy working underneath the hood with the engine running. Accidentally caught a wrench or whatever it was on this nylon tube. Pulled that son of a bitch right out of that sending unit. And it filled the distributor in no time flat with oil because it was just spraying straight up. Yeah. What a mess.
That's mildly impressive.
I know.
Alright, so we're going to get this little setup here rigged up using our PTFE thread sealant. Little dabble, do ya? Throw some on that. Throw some on this.
Drizzle me with a little here, would you? Tain't gotta be much. There we go.
Okay. We'll go ahead and throw these two together.
Alright, this one's mine over here.
Yep. Throw those two together.
This is an adapter for you, I think.
I got everything I need.
Alright then.
And then
I got everything I need.
we'll go ahead and ghetto rig this. Like so.
Oops, don't forget your cap first. Okay.
Snug that down. Oh,
number 5's here.
we have a guest. There she is.
Have a problem?
She has a problem. There's our sender set up down there. We'll get that snugged in, get our plastic tube set up, and we'll be back in a jiffy. All right, so heater hose 1 officially removed. Old Matt's gonna make a mock-up here and snip one out. We just got the lower one to do down there. Here's my step stool. Get up on the old jack here so I can see what I'm doing. So I just need to get that one broke free so I can get it out of there. So I'm gonna keep working on these and we'll be back in a tickle. You reckon you're getting her topped off then?
Oh man, If I was any more topped off, I'd be at the top part of the Empire State Building.
You suppose we're fixing to try to start this?
Well, you're gonna have to clip your coil wires on there. Otherwise she won't go at all.
Well, we don't want it to start right away. We gotta prime it. That's pouring out on the floor.
She's full then. I was like, who's peeing on the floor?
Where's that coming from?
Is that coming from the tail shaft?
No.
Uh-oh. You got a vent tube on top of that?
Well, I need a light.
I put smoke in years ago.
Look at that. Murder, She Wrote. Again. Under the caddy.
Season 6.
Oh, what do we got going on here? Vent tube.
Oh, vent tube?
Yep. Coming out of the vent tube.
She's full then.
She just automatically.
Oh, hey guys.
You know what you call it? You know what you call a hook with the right nose? Full.
Got old Rich Galen and Rich Todd down here. Rich Chantel. Rich, my brother.
Rich, my brother.
Look at these beautiful units out here.
Full.
The only thing we have to do is find somewhere to put this return spring.
We don't even need it. We'll just run her wide open. I don't know how you're going to get anything done. Standing around drinking beer.
Anything on fire yet?
No. Okay.
All right.
I'll watch the oil pressure. I have 3 beverages. If it takes any longer, than that to build oil pressure, that battery stinks. Ooh.
That battery is a bomb turd.
No pressure yet. Woo! I don't think you're turning fast enough to do the pressure, is it?
I don't
That
think
battery's fried, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that
battery's
battery's a
bad.
goner.
All right, well, we're having massive problems with battery here, so Matt's fixing us up here with new, brand new copper.
Oh yeah. Bow, bow.
Oh yeah, we were doing some welding in there.
We were. So I've got this song running through my head right now. Riding with Private Malone. You remember that one?
I thought you were gonna say head, shoulders, knees, and toes or something like that.
No. Now I'm riding with Private Malone.
Go.
Here we go. Now we're talking. Come on, oil pressure. No oil pressure.
All right.
All right.
Do
Tell
we
me
need
what
to
to
put? Do we need to bottle feed the carb to fill the
do.
bolts?
This will do it.
Huh?
This will do it. She's pumping. Oh yeah, there's the gas. That's who's squirt.
All right.
Here it goes.
Let freedom ring.
Yep. There it went. Oh, it's got a spark.
Yeah.
All
right,
It's
look,
just-
Hold on, I will. Jimmy,
fired.
just one thing at a time, okay? If you don't put your goddamn beer down, you never get anything done. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Let freedom ring!
Let freedom ring!
It wanted to.
Get a little juice, man.
Put down that fucking chair.
Go for it. Close. I don't have.
You got some smoke on the back.
Hit it. You want more advanced?
Yeah, maybe play with the distributor a bit.
Oh, this thing rotates backwards, so is the.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it rotates back.
Try that. I think I turned it the wrong way though. Ouch. Watch out for that door.
We're running out of juice and battery too.
It wanted to go.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let freedom ring again.
Oh, I got way too much
Way too
advance.
much.
Way too much.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Too much still?
Yeah.
Hard. Excuse me.
It backfired.
Okay. Come on, girl.
Here's that throttle couple.
Hey, you got a foot, don't you?
I do, but I don't have a return.
All right. You want me to give it? Fuck. I know. I don't want to keep on retarding it. We're back to almost where I. What's that? Okay. Come on. Ooh. Dang.
I don't know, it ain't turning now, but you see? Turn it over.
What are you looking at?
Every time you turn it over, before you let it come on.
Every time you turn it over.
Oh.
Oh, we're dumping water pretty good.
Are you getting
That's okay.
oil pressure?
No.
No?
No.
Should be getting some by now.
I would have thought so, but.
There's not even any oil in the hose.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Try charging again.
Does it matter that that choke's closed?
It might.
If that choke open, or man. You catch on fire, it ain't my fault.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Done.
You got leaking.
Yeah, it's just water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, oil went on.
I would have thought so.
Is the oil pump shit? Or is our gauge bad?
No, because there isn't any oil going to
No,
it.
no, there's not.
So it's either the pump or.
It didn't sound bad.
No.
It was a little noisy, but there's no oil in the top end of it.
Right.
Well, want to try it again?
Fire
fired yet. Bill Nicholson. That's like Bob.
I almost went in too.
You doing it? Okay.
You told me when to shut it back off. We don't have-
I did.
I know. Just do it again.
I will.
Put your finger in there, but actually, got something you can put in there.
All right. Ready?
Wrong side.
You got a screwdriver.
There. Perfect. You nailed it. Okay. Go. Left freedom brake.
No oil.
No oil.
She's rattling.
Yeah.
That didn't sound very good.
All I heard was a little bit of backfire.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was engine noise.
No.
Okay.
It was popping.
No oil.
What in the hell? I took that pump and I dropped it. I had it in the parts cleaner, and I ran a drill on it, and it was, I mean, it was throwing oil out of, or throwing stuff through it.
I don't know what to do at this point. Because we didn't disassemble the oil pump. You just ran it and it pumped
No,
water.
I just ran it and it pumped water. Nope, I didn't take it apart.
Okay, well, that's okay. It's all good. I mean, it starts like that. That ignition
started
timing's good.
Yeah.
It started
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
It's close.
No oil pressure. What would be the issue with that? Oh, that's because we're dumping oil out of the bottom.
I told you you were dumping.
There it is.
You said it was water.
Up front, I didn't see back here.
Well, I didn't either. Until now.
Sure you got that gauge hooked up?
That's what I was wondering. Is the gauge hooked up and tight and or in the wrong spot?
It looks like it's coming from the oil filter area.
Too much oil in it?
That's a lot of oil.
It's gotta be pumping. If it's
Right,
coming
if it's coming out,
coming out
it's
there, it's
pumping.
gotta be pumping.
There ain't another plug on the side of the motor or something you didn't put in, is there?
I don't know.
Like where the filter goes in?
Well, it could be wrong.
Could be.
Could be a wrong oil.
Oh.
too.
Oh shoot!
Oh, it's a PF5. That's what it called for.
That's a Ford oil filter, isn't it? A PF5.
PF8's an old Ford oil filter.
Oh, an 8. Okay. We're good then.
I say mine's
We're not gonna lose the shop.
can't remember. I think it's 5.
I mean, it's hitting the manifold up there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pumping.
Okay.
It's not the right spot.
That's popping to the carburetor, a tiny
Well, I can't see it though up here, Bob.
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
that's running.
Okay, so it's not coming out of the pressure tube. She ain't draining out from between the
Yeah.
tranny, is it?
No, it's coming from up high somewhere.
Michael Jordan.
You holler when you want me to shut her down.
I'll let Galen do that. He's watching the oil.
All right, Galen, you
Yeah,
holler.
wash oil pressure.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Bob, that's coming from up above the oil filter over here on the left-hand side.
Are you
Okay.
missing a plug on the side of it?
So
I
you already
just-
found it?
I just watched that run all the way down above the oil filter housing
Okay.
and run down the belt housing of the block.
Well, that oil filter housing just bolts to the side of the engine.
Is there no gasket?
No, there's a gasket there I replaced.
Okay. All right.
And none of that went to the machine shop. So it shouldn't have been missing any plugs.
Right. And if that's the case, if you're losing that much oil when just cranking it, it's probably the reason why you're not getting any oil in your gauge.
Yeah.
So it's pumping fine.
Pump.
It actually sounds okay.
Yeah,
The engine
it
does.
is fine.
But at least we know that it starts and runs.
Well, Matt, as you guys just seen, she fired.
She fired.
Rich Galen, she fired. Dear, she fired.
She fired. She's on fire.
She let the freedom ring. Problem, weren't getting oil pressure to the gauge, and we're leaking oil onto the ground. And it appears that it's coming from above the oil filter housing that's a bolt-on to the block. So, gonna have to dig into that, but for now, she's alive. All right, Matt, well, we got her done. She's running. We'll dig into the rest of it here when we get a chance to.
Yep.
But for now,
Signing off.
she popped off.
She did. And she actually ran.
High five.
I lied.
We'll see you guys in the next one.